Hey guys, I know you are pretty hyped up about our trip to the Bahamas and are wondering what we may see while we snorkel and scuba dive. Well, as the ecology expert of the family, it is my job to tell you about the seagrass ecosystem and the artificial reefs that have been constructed there. The three main things I want you to keep in mind is that fish communities can have an effect on the seagrass and that there are differences between seagrasses near and further away from the artificial reefs, and also how the seagrass ecosystem can change with more fish pee with self-reinforcing positive feedback loops. So seagrass ecosystems are marine environments that are dominated by the seagrass, which are different from seaweed in that seagrasses have an above and below ground structure, while seaweed is more of an algae. So fish and vertebrate communities live among these seagrass, and they can also live in the artificial reefs that have been constructed. And so these artificial reefs can act as a home base for the fish in that they can help protect the fish from predators, and fish can then venture out into the habitat and search for food, whether it be the seagrass itself or the invertebrates that live among the seagrass or anything else that the seagrass may attract. And so with bigger artificial reefs means that there are more spaces to hide, which means they attract more fish individuals or species. And so along with more fish individual species means that there are more excretion of fish pee near the artificial reef, which is why you may, as we snorkel or scuba dive, you can see that the seagrasses near the artificial reef are actually taller and maybe more lush than the seagrasses further away. That's because of the fish pee that are being excreted near the artificial reef, and that fish pee are actually high in nutrients that the seagrasses need to thrive. And so what the seagrasses do with this nutrient is that when there are not enough nutrients, the seagrass will focus all the nutrients onto their below ground structures, but with excess nutrients from all the fish pee from the increased fish abundance, they can dedicate the resources to their above ground structure, which is the main structure that you see as we snorkel. And so this provides more resources for organisms to eat and also to hide in. And so what this means that it's a positive loop where more fish means more nutrients, which means more growth of the seagrasses, which means more hiding places and more resources for primary consumers. So this just pretty much means that it kind of increases on and on and on because of the initial increase in the nutrients from the fish pee. Thank you, and hopefully you guys are really excited about this trip, and let's see what we can find out there.